going to demonstrate how to use a circle sewing tool, and it's an attachment that goes on the throat plate of your machine. There's a movable pivot point that has a pin that holds the fabric onto your circle tool. So I'm going to put this pin through the center of my block, and these fabrics are right sides together with a flannel backing on it, and I'm going to put my pin right into that little intersection of that pivot point, and that will hold my fabric on. The nice thing about the pivot tools is that you could adjust this after your fabric is already mounted, and you can do an outside circle and you can move it in and do a smaller circle, so you could do several rows of decorative stitching this way all at once. All you do when you've gotten your measurement, we're going to do 5 inches from the needle, is put your presser foot down and start sewing. And all I'm going to do is just smooth the fabric towards the foot so that it doesn't want to pile up in the middle. It just keeps it smooth from the pin out to the foot. I'm just doing a normal straight stitch with the needle in the middle, normal foot. This circle is going to turn right side out and make a finished circle that we're going to use to make a runner or a little quilt or a little tote bag. But you could also use this method for doing decorative stitching in an arch. Did you ever want to write your name with your built-in lettering and have it curve a little bit around a pocket or in the corner of a quilt label? This would make your stitches go in a perfect curve. You can do a whole circle or just do a quarter of a circle and just have something look arched. Some machines don't have a circle tool available, so I'll show you an alternate method. It's very high-tech. That works well too. Now I'm coming back around to my beginning, so I'd like to match my needle threads up to where I started. So eventually I want to make sure that those overlapped so that my circle connects on the front and the back. So I was pretty lucky that matched up really well, but if they didn't line up right away, I would just keep sewing until I intersected my beginning stitch. Okay. Now I'm going to trim my seam allowance very close and make a little slit in the top layer and turn it right sides out. So if I don't have a circle tool for the brand of machine that I have, you can also use a decorative pin, like a lapel pin with the little squeezy backing on it. So I've gone directly across from my needle. I don't want it ahead of the needle or behind the needle. I want it directly over from the needle, and I measured 5 inches for this particular circle. And you put your fabric on the center of the pin, the same way that we were doing it on the pivot point of the circle attachment, and then put this on and it'll stitch in a circle too. Not quite as high-tech and not as movable, but still works very well. Okay, have fun with your circles.